Till now we have created a microsite and use that microsite inside our host application. We have created two applications, host and MFE1. So now we will see how we can create a existing React application or a React application created by Create React App. So for this, let me create a folder over here, MFE2, and let me go inside this folder and let's first create a React app by this npx create React app dot is the current folder. The React app will be named as the current folder name, that is mfe2, and template I will use TypeScript. Let it be prepare the project. So the project has been created and we have all the required functionality or settings over here. Let me just add the yarn over here. So we have added the yarn. Now we will try to run this project, but we will create a component for that first. For our better understanding, let us create a button component and we will create a button. So here we have created a button component and we will use this button component inside our app tsx. Let me remove this all and let me use this button. Now I will create a file inside the main project folder, that is environment, and we'll assign a port for our project, that is 8081. So our project will run on the localhost 8081. Now let me run this project and start. So the button is visible and our project is working properly. Let me change this name to mf2. Now we will check that how we can convert this project or use this project as a microsite. So let me go back to this section and let me create a file first, that is bootstrap.tsx. And we will copy everything from our index.tsx to bootstrap.tsx. I am not going to use this web vital, so I am just removing this. and we are going to import this bootstrap to our index. So import bootstrap. Now we are going to use a plugin named craco-module-federation, and over there we will actually set our webpack configuration. Previously we saw that we need webpack configuration to create a microsite or configure our site as a microsite. So here also the same, we need the webpack configuration, but here clearly there is no file or configuration for webpack configuration. In that case we need to run the npm eject, which is a very tedious and one side process. So for that we will use craco, and we here for microsite we are going to use craco-module-federation plugin, which is this plugin. So let me first install this plugin. Let it be installed and we will come back. The plugin has installed. Now we need some configuration file as is stated over here. One is craco configuration file. New file, craco configuration file. Remember, it is in our project folder. And another is module federation config.js. So prepare that also. Now we need this copy and paste this content to our craco config.js. And also require to copy this to our module federation. So we didn't do anything, we just copy paste. Let me clear this for now. We just do the copy paste. So we are going to create a microsite and expose a component. So we are removing this remote, and this is the button that is okay. So button that is already has been written over here. So we are actually exposing our button. So we are actually exposing our button component, and we will name this mfe2. So this is our configuration. So in this it is telling we need to craco build or craco start. So we are going to package.json. We will check which plugin has been installed, that is the craco module federation as dev dependency, and in start wherever there is React script we need to change actually craco. Now I will just change in start as we are testing that. So let me reinstall everything from the scratch. So I am deleting this, I am deleting this, unlock also, and also the previous node model. and I will run yarn install. So our installation completed. Now we will try yarn start over here. So our site is working. Now we will check another thing. Let me duplicate this and let me check remote entry JS. So the JavaScript file is this file is created. That means our web config, that is whatever the module configuration we have done in Webpack, is working. So this file is working. Now we need to use, let's say, from our previously created host application. So let me close this and let me configure our host application over here. If you didn't see the host application how we did created this, just check the part 3. Let me copy this line and just name it after our application, that is MFA2. And as our application is working in Edge 1, so I am changing this also. And let me use this button component over our app.jsx, and that is BUTT button. And we will also copy this line and set as button and set as button. As we have declared the button component and MFA2 like this, so we will use also like this. Let me run this host. Let me continue to check over here. Okay, so our button is working, our component is here, our MFE1 component is here, our present current component is here. So this is how we can create our microsites for existing React application also. Next time we will see that how we can share data between two different microsites and how we can use nested microsite. But that should be a part of another video. Thank you. Bye.